Hello, and welcome to TankSpot's Cataclysm Raid Guide. My name is Papa Paint, and in this video I will be discussing the strategy for Chimaeron in the Blackwing Descent raid instance. Chimaeron is an extremely healer-intense fight, and requires a great deal of self-control on the part of your healing team. You won't be seeing very many satisfyingly full green bars. It is important to note that you should not begin the fight by simply hitting Chimaeron in the face. Instead, go around him and speak with Finkel Einhorn, locked in a cage next to his trusty Biolotron. After speaking with him, the Biolotron comes online, stinks up the room, and wakes up the napping triple-headed monster. As long as the Biolotron is active, your raid gains Finkel's Mixture, which prevents any members of your raid from dying as long as their health is over 10,000. If a raider's health is over 10,000 and they would die, they're instead knocked down to 1 HP. In simpler terms, this means that during Phase 1, your raider's health only needs to be over 10,000 HP. Healing them past that is essentially overhealing. This is due to Chimaeron's Caustic Slime and Massacre. Caustic Slime will target 4 players, splitting 320,000 damage between those players and all other players within 6 yards of them. In addition, it will apply a debuff to all affected players, reducing their hit for 3 seconds. The easiest way to deal with this is to split up, staying 6 yards apart. Any player hit by the green vomit will simply be knocked down to 1 HP. Heal them back to over 10,000 HP and they are safe once again. The exception to the 10,000 HP rule is, of course, the tank. Chimaeron hits hard and has 2 extra nasty abilities to look out for: Break and Double Attack. Double Attack is exactly what it sounds like. On Chimaeron's next melee, he will melee twice in very quick succession. This means that even if your tank is over 10,000, they will be hit, reducing them to 1 HP, and then hit immediately afterwards, killing them. There are a few ways to deal with this. Defensive cooldowns work well, but topping off the tank will generally allow them to survive the double hit. Break is designed to make topping off the tank more difficult. It increases damage taken by 25% and reduces healing taken by 15% for every stack. This is applied every 15 to 20 seconds, so you'll want to have your tanks trade off every 3 stacks, with your tank popping cooldowns to survive through the second stack. The last ability of note during Phase 1 is Massacre. Massacre instantly deals 900,000 damage to every player in the raid and cannot be mitigated in any way. This means that every single player in your raid over 10,000 HP will be reduced to 1 HP, and all raiders below 10,000 HP will die instantly. This includes the tank, so make sure that you have at least 1, preferably more, healers dedicated to healing up the tank as quickly as possible while the rest of your healers rush to get everyone in the raid back over 10,000 HP. Occasionally after Massacre, the Biolotron will be knocked offline, removing the buff from your raid and taking you into Phase 2. During Phase 2, Chimaeron's heads will begin fighting one another, and he will cast Feud for 30 seconds. You have 15 seconds to stack up and heal the entire raid before he begins vomiting poison bombs. Without the buff to protect your raid members, it's necessary to clump up in order to split the damage amongst your whole raid. After 15 seconds, he will vomit every 5 seconds, then finish off with another Massacre. Use defensive cooldowns, self-heals, and help top off all raid members in any way possible. While he casts Massacre, your raid should be spreading out to resume Phase 1. At 20%, Chimaeron will take your raid into Phase 3. During Phase 3, your whole raid will be afflicted with a new debuff, Mortality. This reduces all healing effects on your raid by 99%, so there's basically no reason to continue healing. In addition, Chimaeron will become untauntable and take an additional 10% damage. To simplify the strategy of Phase 3, burn him down. Pop Heroism or Bloodlust, have your healers help out with DPSing, and start kiting him. Watch his aggro table to determine who he's going to attack next, and have that person run across the room. Use ice blocks, bubbles, fades, feign deaths, guardian spirit, and any other tricks you can think of to keep him running as much as possible. The more he's moving instead of attacking, the more DPS time you get. This is purely a race against his ability to nom your entire raid, one at a time. With proper cooldown usage, some hard DPS, and clever use of aggro mechanics, Chimaeron should be an exhilarating kill. Thanks for watching this guide. I will include the second half of this fight with some minor commentary to give you a better idea of how we handled all three phases. If you enjoyed this guide and would like to stay up to date on Cataclysm Raid strategy information, subscribe to the video channel. As usual, comments are welcome in both the YouTube comment box and on the official thread on TankSpot. Now, as you can see, it's extremely easy for the entire raid to spread out. He has a massive hitbox, so even the melee are having a fairly easy time spreading out. The Biolotron is over in the top left running around spraying out his little nonsense, but as far as I could tell, it doesn't deal any extra damage or anything like that, so you don't need to worry about him walking near you. Now, he's just casted Massacre, so our goal right now is to all move to this one spot, and we're all going to spam our AoE heals and just do whatever we possibly can to get everybody up. And he's going to start vomiting now, and there you go, you can see it. Pretty much half health's everyone in the raid. So our goal right now is just to be able to let everyone survive that. And now, once they survive this one, we're going to stop healing so that we're not wasting any mana or any global cooldowns. Because, bam, Massacre. Any heals over 10,000 would have just been completely wasted right there. So now we're all spread out again, and sort of going with phase 1 as previously described. We just did a tank switch at 2 stacks because when he does feud, he of course is not applying that debuff to the tank, he's not meleeing at all. So our tank was able to switch at 2 there. And in fact, they're actually about to switch back, which is pretty cool because now our Paladin tank has only 1. Now, one of the things that frustrated us about that fight was that the Massacre would randomly knock the Biolotron offline. For a while we were looking for a pattern, and we did actually wipe a few times because we were saying, okay, clearly it's on the 3rd Massacre, and then the 2nd one after that, and then the 3rd one after that, and then the Pi one after that, and that's clearly not true. It's just entirely random insofar as we can see. If someone can find a secret pattern there, I'm very interested. And, yep, I just let one of my healing targets die because he was 4k below what he should have been. We're going to get him up here in just a second. So as you can see, Massacre does what was that, 900,000 damage? I don't know why they couldn't just add 1 to that. So here we are with this phase once again, and now Chimaeron is about to go into phase 3. Comes another Massacre, and he's going to try to top everyone off as much as possible. Now, since we've gotten him down, this was our very first kill. Now we've taken up the strategy of casting Lay on Hands on both tanks as soon as he gets to about 21% here. We didn't do it in this video, and it would have been, I think, a huge help, especially since our Paladin tank there just got vomited on, and our lovely bear tank there is getting the bananas knocked out of him. Now right now it's fairly easy. Our bear tank is on a absolutely insane dodge streak, and there you go, you just saw the wings proc, and now he's about to die, and now he's going to charge after the other tank who's going to die almost instantly. He's not going to have the same lucky dodge streak, although I believe he's currently bubbled, which certainly bought us a ton of time. And after that you can see he's going to go to our Shadow Priest next, according to Omen, and our Shadow Priest is going to wait until he gets to him, and then he's just going to fade, and then he's going to go to the Paladin who bubbled, and the fade. Now he's on a Warrior who can't do anything, he's just going to die. I don't know, he's running. Back to the Paladin, he's just going to one-shot him. New Paladin. So basically right now we're all just running around the room. Everybody's watching their Omen, trying to do whatever they can to drop their threat or increase their threat and do some sort of trick. But overall, just a really, really fun fight. Very, very happy with it.